Hello, guys. Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing great. I hope that the signal is okay, the sound is all right. Well, I have the levels monitoring, so I can hear myself. It's fine. The door is closed, so no one may interrupt us today. How was your day, guys? Just first address to the chat. Wonder if everything is fine for you. It's been a while, yeah. Yesterday I didn't stream because I was in Davos. Hey guys, Ratusmaga Hawk, hi. Nice to meet you right away. EB, it sounds fine, yeah. Hello. 18, Hole, hi. Hi guys, you're just awesome. Graham, hi. Getting ready for a foot of snow. So kind, not scared. Yeah, in northern states and also in Canada, it's kind of cold and snowy. At least that's what I heard. Groovy, you're groovy, nice. Okay. Crane 544, hi, nice to meet you today. Incorruptus, hi. Robin, hi Betsy. Russian sniper rifle famous because of the video games. Yes, I agree. And any sort of the Russian rifles. I mean, Russia was, or Soviet Union was the country that spread around its weapons in Africa, in Latin America, elsewhere, Middle East. Lots of the Kalashnikovs. I guess some of the countries, they have emblems with Soviet-made weapons like Kalashnikov. That's crazy how many weapons was produced in the Soviet Union and delivered tons and tons of the weapons. I got Mosin, I got dated 1943. Yeah, Mosin rifle was made even before the First World War. How was your day, Dennis? Yeah, it was great actually. I don't remember what I did. Yeah, I cleaned my room. I wanted to go to the gym, but I canceled. I just went, filmed a video. Yeah, in the morning I edited the video that I posted on my trash channel. Then I started cleaning. I also took lots of the garbage from apartment in general. I took it to recycling facility we have. Later on I filmed just a video. I took my family to for shopping. They wanted to go there. And I edited the video that I filmed during the daytime. It's already published on where? On Spotify, yeah. On Spotify. And that's it. I'm here streaming. And the idea is to stream at least maybe 1 hour and a half, something like that. And later on go sleep. And in the morning, I'm going to record one more video because I'm damn tired already. I woke up at 7. So it seems like I had nothing to do, but filming video in the car, the car video is, I guess, 30 with something minutes, but I filmed it for almost 2 hours. So you may understand, yeah. It takes me a while to film the videos because I want to spell everything correctly, like for everything to work the best way possible. This is my Spotify channel. Recently I got monetization here, you see. I already approved for it, so Spotify partner program. It can take up to 60 days to receive your first payout. So in 2 months I'm gonna receive maybe $100, maybe $200. So monetization will not be huge because I have just 1,626 followers. Yeah, not many, but still it's okay. It's a good start. More than 100,000 plays. So I wonder what kind of the algorithms are out there in Spotify, how it goes to recommendation. But anyways, I also use Spotify. It's a great tool for me to edit the videos, I mean chapters, because they're automatically generated, like for example here. So just gonna spend some time to put those chapters in my YouTube channel. It will go. So I just copy paste the timelines, because even then you edit the video, you barely have some of the time to finish it completely, to put the time steps correctly. So it's better to use this, as they call AI, but it's not AI, it's just a generator tools. AI is just this kind of the, how to say, now everything has been called AI. It doesn't matter that doesn't mean that it's AI, but they call everything AI, AI, AI. I honestly don't like AI. And I was surprised to see that my friend Imania, she filmed a video on her channel about AI, how she encountered some of the YouTube creator or creators, and she was confused at first. And just later on, she realized that it was AI, because actually the video was all right, she's saying, but it was so real. And I also was AI'd once, even in a stream, because I was telling you about the new channel of Magyar. You know Magyar, he's the commander of the Ukrainian drone army. So someone created the channel that impersonates Magyar. That is crazy. Like, the channel looks really legit, like legit. It's called Magyar Histories or something, yeah. And also we checked out Paul Warburg. He has an AI double. That's crazy. Maybe I will check, yeah. Okay, my YouTube video will be published, I guess, in 1 hour. I'm gonna publish it, not now. And by the way, I ordered this gimbal for the camera, because without it was so shaky to get it with my hands. It's crazy. So I ordered this DJI Ronin. It's one of the best compact gimbals. So for the journalism, for the thing I want to film, maybe in the future, this thing is good. Yeah, it's folded, it's light, and it's very smooth. Greetings to Lithuania. Sorry, your snowboarding video was cool. Really, it was about nothing. Toothbrushes with AI. Really, AI is already making impact. It's just the Chinese models are competitive. The price goes down to zero, which is good. Yeah. Good afternoon, Derek Arg Design. Tell us about Kellen's big fight with Steve Damkov. Yeah, he was like, we just met with Kellen early morning. I was planning to go to his apartment and leave my car there, because he had the parking spot. But I tried to park my car in Davos. It was successful. Anyways, I received the fine for the parking, because I cannot park before 7 a.m. in the morning. Those were the rules. I didn't know them. So I had to pay 40 francs for the fine. But anyways, I paid for the parking later after 7. We met with Kellen. He was on the way to the breakfast. That breakfast was in one of the hotels. It was a Ukrainian breakfast. So there was Mark Rutte, this Belgian prime minister, I forgot his name, some of the other officials, Ukrainian delegation with also high officials. And I applied actually to join this breakfast. It's Pinchuk Foundation. Pinchuk is a big Ukrainian businessman. He organizes everything of that. So I didn't have the response, but now I have the spam from this Pinchuk organization. So I knew that probably they will not figure out in a few hours to invite me because, Kellen just said the day before at the evening that maybe if I apply, they will allow me to be there, but I didn't have the response, so it was understandable that I will not be there. But Kellen, he was the guest. And abruptly, or unexpectedly, during this Ukrainian breakfast, and there were some of the journalists, they were filming, Ruta and everyone, Vitkov arrived abruptly in the morning to this Ukrainian breakfast. And he went with a speech that, I'm going to Moscow to negotiate about peace. Putin wants also this war to end, something like that. And all of the Ukrainian people, they're like, what the hell are you talking? They didn't say openly, but yeah. So Vitkov again. And Kellen Robertson, he read the article before about Vitkov having personal business interests with Dmitriev, that there's actual business commonly owned by them or by the third companies which are affiliated with Dmitriev and Vitkov. So they're in a way friends, and all of those negotiations, they're mostly about not the peace in Ukraine, but about how to make deal, and for Ukrainian special military operation not to annoy this new cooperation between Trump's clan and Putin's clan. So Kellen said to me he had the choice to confront either Prime Minister of Belgium or Vitkov with the question, because, for example, Prime Minister of Belgium, even though he says that, I am pro-Ukrainian, but they are against confiscation of the Russian assets, and moreover, Belgium is the second largest country for purchasing of the Russian fossil fuels. Gas, LPG, is going to Belgium. It's the second biggest country in the European Union purchasing Russian gas. And moreover, the last year in 2025, they increased those purchases. So they pay more for Russian military budget. So he's against confiscation, and also he is paying for Russian military. So Kellen said to me, maybe I'll confront him, but Vitkov came and he changed his topic for Vitkov. And he was in the lobby. Then Vitkov finished with his speech. He was asked some random silly questions by Ukrainian journalists or Ukrainian delegation. And they were not confronting him at all. And Kellen went to the lobby, to the hall. It was by the time of the exit, and he just asked many times the questions from Vitkov, like, what, can you confirm your business interest with Russia? Do you have business in Russia? Do you have business with Russians? And also he mentioned, why are you visiting Moscow so many times but not Kiev? Stuff like that. And it went viral, I think. Let's check out how many views it has. Let's go to this Twitter platform, because everything is on Twitter now. I mean, those pro-Ukrainian YouTubers, they're also here. And it's kind of easy to get viral if you have some of the audience. I cannot go viral here, absolutely. But somehow other people, they can do it. Where is Kellen? So I guess you already seen this video. Even Jake Bro mentioned that, and it was nice to make Vitkov uncomfortable, to make him really shut up. And he's here, Kellen. I think he recorded one more video today. We're gonna watch it as well. So yeah, Vitkov, just shut up. I wonder where is the original video. Yeah, this one. Oh, it will be 1 million views soon. I think overall it had already 1 million views. If you calculate all of the shares and everything, yeah, we can watch it. It's kind of short.
Do you have any business interests in Russia, Steve? Have you had any business interests in Russia? Since the beginning of the negotiations, you've repeated Russian Kremlin talking points. Why have you been doing that? Steve, do you have any interests at all, business-wise, in Russia? Could you just answer if you have...
And I'm not visible here. Why?
Any business interests in Russia? Business-wise in Russia.
Maybe they already passed me here. So I was close to that wall, then they start to go. And I was waiting for Kellen, and I was, setting up my camera, and with my side vision, I saw some people are coming. I didn't put attention at first, and then I heard the voice of Kellen shouting, and that's the Vitkov coming. And he wrote to me I gonna confront Vitkov. He wrote to me on WhatsApp. I'm gonna try to confront Vitkov. I say, oh, ha, ha. Something like that, ha, ha, ha. And yeah, I was surprised this company was going, and he was shouting something, and I also started to film, and actually this part is what I filmed, this part on the shaky camera. That's why after my trip to Davos, I decided to order a tripod. Yeah, also you see the file is not that good quality. It's kind of the bad quality here. Because of the poor export of the software. Actually, the original video is way better.
It's a very, very, very simple answer.
So, but Kellen now has 2 of the shots, he's been filmed by someone.
Very simple answer.
And security of the hotel, they told him, "What are you doing? Why are you confronting our guest? Get out! Take everything with you. Get out! Get out!" They really, oh my God, this world is freaking hypocrisy and double standards and everything. And Vitkov, he was walking, I followed him later, I continued to follow him. Kellen decided to stay and just gave up, yeah, of course, because Vitkov is being secured, so you cannot approach him just like that. So he followed till the very end of the street, almost the place where there is the actual conference happening, so restricted entrance. And that is where I took a couple of the photos with me and Vitkov. Yeah, Vitkov going, and that's it. Vitkov, and he was really fast. I mean, fast to appear there in Davos, fast in appearing in Moscow the same day, same evening. It's crazy fast. Everything is so organized for those guys. I wonder if they travel on a helicopter or by car. I don't know. So that was the encounterment, and yeah, that's it. Well, overall, Kellen, he says journalists are not doing their proper job. They're not confronting everyone. They're not asking even kind of the hard questions. I think this his last video where he said what he means there.
So yesterday, right here in Davos, I confronted Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff.
Steve, do you have any interests at all, business-wise, in Russia?
And literally hours after I confronted him, he turned up in Moscow and shook Putin's hand. And honestly, his silence to my question was damning. But not as damning as the fact that right behind me in Davos are thousands of journalists. Politico and Bloomberg spent millions literally having a headquarters on the high street, and not a single one of these journalists confronted him. And it's because they're all in a club every single night. The journalists, the lobbyists, the politicians all party in exactly the same places. And no one wants to be kicked out of the club. And I was literally told by a couple of journalists that I probably wouldn't be invited to these parties because of what I did. But the point of journalism isn't to be invited to parties in Davos. The point of journalism is to hold power to account. And honestly, it shows that our media is completely broken.
Yeah, 100% agree. Like, not the media only, but the freaking system. This is corrupt hypocrisy, and that's what I felt staying in Davos by the time of the economic forum. Like, this is the celebration of hypocrisy, and they're completely out of reality. I mean, those influencers, politicians, high elite, it's so nasty, you know. They don't understand what is happening. They live in their own personal greediness, and yeah, for them, we are like those cockroaches, you know. That is what I felt in Davos. I like the place, like, in general, it's fantastic, good nature and everything, but you look at this expensive way, like, and those parties, like, I was surprised. I didn't know that there were parties. For me, Davos was something different before. At least I thought it's some sort of the exhibition style event. But no, they just closed the shops around, and it's like the long street of the representatives. Everyone is there. BlackRock, TikTok, representatives of the countries, and lots of, like, this is the biggest concentration of the money, let's say, and power, money and powerful people. Even Elon Musk visited Davos, I guess, for the first time he was there. Crazy. And in the evening, lots of those, as Kellen said, like, there is the party club, and they party, alcohol for free, not the prostitutes, of course. And you know, it was fun. Then I arrived at 5 with something in the morning, because I still was hoping to appear in this breakfast, Ukrainian breakfast. It was starting at 6:30. Well, I arrived, and except some of the workers who were collecting some trash to the trash bins, and prostitutes in the morning, you know, leaving those hotels, I haven't seen anyone. That's the first impression of the World Economic Forum, as for me. And I recorded a video saying about Davos, yeah, about it. It's the morality is that, yeah, it's an interesting place. But I like Davos. It's a good place for skiing. Actually, good, nice ways they have. And I finally took my boots, because the last year I forgot to take them out. Here they are. So in Davos, there is one of the oldest shops. They sell the boots, and they also measure your foot, and they expand. If it is like tightened too much, they also expand the boots. So they did slight expansion here. They did slight expansion here. I would not say even slight. So I left them the last year. I forgot about them, honestly. And I have my ski boots there. I need to. And it was like the main idea for me to go to Davos was to get the boots, but it's the secondary. First of all, I want to meet this guy personally, Kellen Robertson, because I really admire his job and his journalism. And that's the second reason. The World Economic Forum is just as an excuse, maybe. So yeah. It's quite far away from me. Davos, in a best condition without traffic jam, it's like 2 hours one way. So Davos cool. Then yeah, Davos is cool. Like, as I said to you, for skiing, for nature, it's fantastic place. But World Economic Forum is absolute hypocrisy and celebration of greediness. Like, the worst thing in our life is there. Maybe because I'm not the part of this clan of the powerful millionaires or billionaires even. Oh, shit. Callan wasn't popular in UK. He's a nice guy. So he went to Davos, so we didn't have to. Yeah. And I will not go there any longer without like real thing to do, like maybe some super invitation somewhere, but just like that going, I don't see like the reason really. And I'm very shy to to come to the persons on the streets. Like there are many, like all of the politicians there, but I'm very shy to like, oh, give me some interview or ask this or that question. Junkie, welcome to the Twitch. Yulia, sure, hi, welcome to the Twitch. Go to Davos with a big baby Trump balloon. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice, But they could arrest, not arrest me, but detain for a while and confiscate that balloon. They don't like this stuff. Because there were actually protests against Trump in Davos or close to Davos, and they were encountered by police, unfortunately. Still, some of the people protested. They put like on the mountains, no kings. Something else was there, but yeah, they don't like. They want politicians to be happy, yeah, not to be disturbed, because after all, it's the politics of the country to be neutral. They want to avoid this escalation. So if I do something like that, I'm, my status here. Yeah, it's like if I do something wrong, they're gonna kick me out. So it's not my interest to do something in Switzerland. If it was some other country, other European country, that would be okay. Yeah, but not the place where I live. Protesting is not allowed in Switzerland. I thought war passed them. It's allowed, but we can see the protests in Davos. They're not allowed everywhere. Everywhere police encountered protests, actually, in Europe, elsewhere. If they're violent or something, a little bit. You know how system works. Just check out. Yeah, locals in Davos lit up no kings. That was the sign on the mountain. No kings on top of the village. Yeah. No kings. It's just candles, just for the photo. It wasn't burning that long. But some of the protests, you see, oh, sorry for the loud thing. Trump not welcome. And there were encounterments. They were burning American flag. Trump not welcome. Party. And police. Smash VIP. Like, I don't know. Maybe those are not even Swiss. Maybe because Europeans may easily go to Switzerland. Maybe those are, maybe some of the anti-globalists or someone. They usually go on protests. This time it's about Trump. Yeah. But they were more or less free from what I see. But police still used some of the water, gas, and all this stuff. Yeah. Pushed, yeah, that's how they act. They push and squeeze them out. Gemeins, yeah, I don't know what is. Freiheit für Kurdistan. I don't know, like maybe it's even some sort of the organization. They look very organized with the flags or something. It's hard to say. yeah, there were some of the protests. Happens, but overall everything was anti-VEF, anti-World Economy Forum. Yeah, maybe they're like anti-globalists, something like that. I read Smash VEF and Freedom for Murders. Switzerland, if you protesting, good work. Free Kurdistan, yeah. What do you think of John Kirako's statements about CIA? Do you think United States is bad? At least, let's see. I haven't heard about it. Then is your Ukraine update. It's already on Spotify. I'll publish it in a few minutes on YouTube. What do you think of John? I didn't watch him. Yeah, Zelensky's speech was really like I referred it in today's car video. Oh, will it be an interesting stream? The United States may strike Iran tonight. A United States Navy aircraft carrier strike group has entered the Malacca Strait and is heading towards the Middle East, Jerusalem Post reports. At the same time, according to the sources, Israel has completed preparations for a possible United States strike on Iran. This refers to coordination of actions. Airlines have begun canceling flights. Yeah, I also shared it. Somewhere here, yeah. Air France, it was 2 hours ago. Air France has canceled 2 upcoming flights to Dubai and 1 more to Tel Aviv. British Airways has cancelled its evening flight to Dubai. KLM has cancelled flights to Israel, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. KLM postponed all their flights in the region. Yeah. So maybe they know something. This one cancelled, this one cancelled. Maybe they already know something. Maybe intelligence shared this information already with the people around, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe we're gonna stream strike. Citizens from a few countries have told citizens to leave Iran. Yeah, I wonder about one guy. I'll try to find him in internet. Maybe just to show you. What's his name? I forgot. Serega Безденег. Oh yeah, this guy. I follow him on TikTok. So he's like traveling without money. He looks, I think he's from Russia or something. But he is against Putin, he said about it many of the times. He was in Afghanistan, he went to Iran, and then the clashes started to happen.
7 января 2026 года
Like his video was at the
на
7th,
экране.
on the 7th of January.
Студент, который живет за рубежом.
There was the internet. And late, it was like his last video. Now they say he disappeared in Iran. The last stream was in Shiraz city, and then some of the people arrested him. More than 2 weeks, no information about him. I got just him in recommendations. Yeah, he's a crazy guy who goes to Afghanistan. Well, he looks like an Afghan guy, but he is not. He just wears the beard to be safe like that. And yeah, and no information about him. Some people say he was killed. Some people say he was like jailed. That's crazy. He has 114,000 followers, 1.4 million likes on TikTok, quite popular channel. So I don't know. He boosted recently after his travel to Afghanistan. I think he was living in Korea, not in North Korea, in South one for almost 1 year. But yeah, that's crazy that they could jail him. Let's address. I wonder why, though, the protesters have been cut down violently like predicted, and they will never get the Ayatollah with an airstrike. Yeah, the guy is deep in a bunker. Yeah, I also think like that. In the Venezuelan case, it was like unexpected. Yeah, it was like caught off guard. This Maduro. I think it's not possible to do in Iran. They expect possible operation. Joe, I don't know why your comment is restricted, but I can read it. Why did they even stop earlier in 2025 stupidity? What do you mean? So then Israel gonna help Iranians by taking out their government? I'm not sure, but they say like that. We have this information like military analytics. The Dutch flagship airline KLM has announced that it will be suspending all flights to and from the Middle East until further notice, citing geopolitical situation in the region and following discussions with officials in Hague. They know something. KLM has directed international flights to avoid the airspace over Iraq, Iran, Israel, and several Gulf nations, while all flights have been cancelled to Tel Aviv, Dubai, Dammam, and Riyadh. There is something going on we are not aware of. Yeah. Something is going on. Maybe finally they want to conduct the strike. Well, at least it looks like. No time is issued. Despite some reports, Israeli airspace isn't empty. Plenty of flights are still heading to Tel Aviv. There's a lot of noise online right now with rumors that Trump and Israel might strike Iran today, but nothing confirmed. Source Flight Radar 24. So it's early to say, but maybe they know something. Planes are making U-turns away from Israel airspace. Some of them, yeah. Pretty messed up to tell the protesters you're on your own way to help and then do nothing. Yeah, it was the speech or tweet of Donald Trump like, we are backing you, continue to protest, you can do it. Like, we're behind you or something, Trump said. But yeah, it looks like it's not working. I was thinking that what do all pilots and ATC from Ukraine do now? There is no civil aviation traffic in Ukraine. I saw one pilot was in the army. Most, like 99% of the pilots, they left Ukraine long time ago and they fly for different airlines globally. Ryanair in the United States. Yeah, some of them now are going to Europe from the United States because with Donald Trump, they cannot fly or to have the job with the U4U program, and there are problems with the U4U program for Ukrainians. Some of the Ukrainians were forced to leave on their own, like self-deport, because there is no extension of the program. Some pilots fly in Asian countries, some in Middle East, yeah, all around the globe, all around, absolutely. So ATC, I don't know, but pilots I know, like almost every man I know, they left Ukraine. Some of them stayed. Some of them joined military even. I know them also personally, and I help sometimes. Then I can. Sometimes they need help, sometimes they don't need help. Also depends. I know a couple of the guys, they fly Bayraktar, still fly it. Some of the guys, they fly smaller drones, yeah. But some of the pilots, they were thrown to the trenches, and it was really hard to get them out of there for them to do different job. Yeah. But many joined military, not many joined military, just some of them. I guess there is no freedom of speech at Twitch as well. I don't know why you're being blocked like that. I don't know what restricted. All your comments are restricted. Boom. I just wonder what I can do with that. Mod comments. I don't know what to do. Sorry, but I can see your comments, so you may type. Yeah, you are I don't know why. Likely ban invader. Why? Not published to the chat, but why? Suspicious activity. Just a moment, I will stop restricting. Oh, now you're free. Now you can type. Rock Gamer Co. Hi. Yeah, I need just to figure out what to do, like how to operate this comment chat on Twitch. But overall, I now understand, like finally, with this interface. You have just many more options on Twitch with the chat than on YouTube. Also, you have like just a little delay, a live delay on Twitch. So messages appear right away, and I see them right away. On YouTube, we have some of the delay, like maybe 20 seconds. Do Ukrainians have griffins? No. What is griffin? Gripen, maybe. Probably are all learning. I'm happy it works. Yeah, it works. Nice. Thanks for the comment. Sometimes my chats would not appear. Yeah. It's also strange. I mentioned the country that I'm invading Ukraine in the message. Yeah, actually, it was the reason for me to write Russia on my videos with double Z, instead of double S, with double Z. I understand that some people say, oh, you hate Russia so much that you even... Oh, thanks for following Vero Board. You hate Russia so much, yeah, that you disrespect even the name of the country, writing it with ZZ. But then I started to film videos about Russia. It was back in 2022. YouTube was like crazy about it initially, and every word like Russia, you have limits, restrictions. Or YouTube was thinking a lot whether to confirm your video or not. So it was pain in the ass if you write Russian name in your videos. So I started to I bypassed it by typing Russia via Z, and since that time, but now it's okay. Now it's not like that any longer. Now it's less moderation of this word, let's say, but still you say that there are some of the problems with comments. Just as inertia, later on I continued to type Russia, Russia, and sometimes now I type Russia via double S. Doesn't really matter how you call the country, if the country, you know what country is that. It doesn't matter if you call Putin a war criminal or President Putin, he'll still be a war criminal. We have this video from Abu Dhabi Talks. Do we have the audio here? Some stupid music. The Russian delegation was presented actually by GUR commander. Or sorry, GRU. This is the analog of Ukrainian GUR. So military intelligence. I thought then at first this guy. Then I first read the surname. I thought it's no name Russian general because I couldn't find him in the Russian army. And yeah, actually he's not from the Russian army. He's from the military intelligence. So he's like ex-Budanov we have. Yeah, Budanov was the commander of the military intelligence director. And now we have different director of intelligence, and Russians send their one. Well aboard, welcome to Twitch. I didn't know you were on Twitch. I was watching on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. We can be on Twitch, on Kik, on YouTube. I stream on 3 platforms simultaneously. So it's up to you where you want to see me. So definitely this trilateral meeting happened. I would say 4 lateral. Americans, also representatives from UAE, and Russians, yeah. And this is the Ukrainian flag, American flag, flag of maybe this emirate of United Arab Emirates, the flag of the country, UAE, and Russian flag. So they found this kind of the neutral place, but I want to read out the report about this meeting from one of the competent source, let's say, because now it was just published. It is clear that there are no any results of the negotiations now, and there can't be any, but at least resembled negotiations compared to what we saw in Istanbul late spring. Yeah, it was Medinsky, absolutely no name, and Americans were not okay with that either. Then it was bulky corner table. Yeah, for officials, event, the distance between the parties was about 5 meters, if not more, and the conversation was only via microphone or shouting. There, Vitkov and Kushner opted for an informal setting, no tables. The parties were close to each other, yes, we see, and sat in semicircle. I would say in such an atmosphere it should be more comfortable for Ukrainians than for Russians, for Russian GRU agent, who are used to formalism and officialdom. But I don't think this is a global impact. Interestingly, Vitkov sat on the Ukrainian side, Kushner on the Russian side. I think it also doesn't matter. Interestingly, Ukrainians were without translators, and Koschukov, that's the GRU director, apparently speaks English at the level of I speak from my heart. This is the meme from Lavrov. There is no way to do it without a translator. Interestingly, some of the formats, the NATO commander in Europe, General Alexis Grikevich, took part. Yeah. It leaves hope that some points Ukraine interests were still taken into account. Tomorrow is the second round. Expectations are zero or close to zero, especially given that now 62 Shahid drones are flying to Ukraine at the same time with meeting. Usually it's a sign that missiles will also fly. Maybe the Americans will watch it all live and understand who is who. Yeah, I have doubts about it that they will understand. So negotiations in Abu Dhabi happening, but they're for now useless. I don't see that something is important like happening. Okay, 28 minutes ago, update. Everyone freaking out tonight as many airlines canceled flights to Israel and the Middle East, and a few flights took a U-turn away from Israel. This comes after United States military build up in the region. And recent war rhetorics in Turkey, Israel, Iran, and the United States. However, based on air traffic, looks like business as usual, at least for tonight. But some of the airlines canceled the flights. Also, USS Lincoln aircraft carrier is not yet in the Gulf of Oman, therefore not in striking distance to Iran. So we have days before any strikes, unless we see an unexpected surprise attack by Israel, unlikely, in the brackets. For the next week, next month, however, I would be surprised if war breaks out. Okay, one of them. Also insane. This is crazy. The Trump administration is expected to deport dozens of Iranians to Iran as soon as Sunday. Fuck. Among those facing deportation are 2 gay men who say they will likely be executed if returned, since homosexuality is punishable by death in Iran. Their lawyer warns they face extremely high chance of being killed. Source CNN. Clash report says about it. We stand with Iran. What the fuck? Like, is it really? It's really unhinged. Like, they have imminent threat. It's not like something they're like, oh Jesus Christ. I see that in the United States, Trump promised to suppress those, as he says, illegal immigrants who are members of some sort of the gangs, who are criminals, but they're chasing everyone. Like, it doesn't matter. And people on asylum, it seems like. Asylum. Jeez. That's very low. I think they even detained or even arrested today 5-year-old boy, or it was yesterday. This is crazy what is happening in the United States. Poseidon P-8A surveillance airplane is just off the coast of Iran over the Persian Gulf. Was reported 1 hour ago. Maybe I can go to the flight radar 24 for that news. I've been speaking Spanish. Hopefully they'll try to deport. No. I need to log into flight radar. Okay, we have flight radar 24. Many people are watching this one. United. Why there 11,400 people? It's Tel Aviv. Yeah, United flying from Ben Gurion, still on the ground. From Tel Aviv to Chicago, Boeing 787 Dreamliner. And that's it. Yeah, it is scheduled to depart in... What time is it now? At 12:20 a.m. What is that? In 1 hour or in 1 hour and 10 minutes? Why people are watching this? UTC plus 2, yeah. 10 minutes, you think so? UTC plus 2, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're correct, yeah. I did not see anything else. Yeah, they're waiting for this flight to go. That would be also what? I don't see anything else. How would you that end though? Even if you would legally be what? I want to check the stream health. It's 168. Not many today. Yeah, I expected more. You see, 168 people watching. Well, still better than usual. I mean, than usual before. Maybe I should stream more. Yeah, on Flight Radar 24 we don't have lots of the things. Have you seen this French Spetsnaz? They have some of the music. No, they don't have the music. But I saw the video with the music. I shared it on Telegram. It's kind of stormy there, yeah? Really stormy. 2 of the helicopters, lots of wind. The vessel Grinch. Who would call the vessel Grinch? It's the first time Europeans are capturing tanker. France is really nice with that. Unique videos. Yeah, French rifles, I see. And here you go. Infantry landed. That's French Navy forces. And here you go. Oh, one more or what? Maybe they landed the pilot. Pilot is the guy who is not piloting the airplanes, but they know how to operate the ships. Yeah, maybe they delivered more personnel to control the boat, but definitely it's the tanker. How old is it? I don't know. But French, they shared a better video than Americans. Americans didn't share those kind of the details and GoPro cameras from attack assault teams. I think they should work on that. I mean, Americans, to show more entertainment stuff. Yeah. Yes, have you listened to Senator Mark Kelly when? Like few months ago? Yeah, I listened to what he said, but now not any longer. Big in general, airplanes trying to avoid flying over Iran. Only Russian, Indian, and some Middle East planes are flying there, but you can count them on 2 hands. I see. Well, I don't know. Maybe something will happen there. I hope they kick SpaceX out of the moon program and put Rocket Lab in. Finland has taken 2 for the escape breaks. Finland has taken 2 what? They seized the tankers? Like that? Yes, or it's not just France. France just took the first chance. Today. Finland took tankers today. I haven't seen those news. Maybe I'm not checking the news after all. Two ships. Just right now? Is it happening now? Or it happened today before? Finland took tankers. Last week, I see. Interesting. I didn't know. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I didn't mention it. Nice. Okay. Reuters says that Ukraine needs energy ceasefire as catastrophe looming. Top power executives says. Executives. Yeah, it's very tough for Ukraine without electrical supplies, without power. It's really, really hard. One of the hardest time for Ukrainian people, especially those who live in the big cities like capital city of Kiev. Again and again, it's target number one for Russian drones, missiles. This is what is happening just right now. Drones are flying to Kiev and maybe to other cities too. Around 60 drones are still in the air. And Russia may launch missiles and so on. So, of course, this is bad. This is really, really bad. And yeah, of course, something should be done about it. What, it's hard to say. Appreciate Canada keeping up. Yeah, greetings to Canada. I think on my main channel I start to repeat myself, I already told before about, like, there is nothing new, yeah? No big news happening except of, yeah, see you, Betsy. Stay awesome too. Not big news except some of the political, the same negotiations, the same threats from Russia, same attacks, same situation on the front lines, and people just don't watch me as before. So, for example, today I filmed the video about threats for Europe, yeah, and those peace talks, and that's it. Like, I do not expect any sort of the views there. Maximum 100,000, but it's like very low for me. We bought plays. Are you really a bot? Welcome to Twitch. But if you are a bot, I'm gonna ban you. What's that repair corporation Zaporizhzhia power plant still going on? Hard to say. There was the info that there is a corporation. Some of the Ukrainian workers went to the place because they're competent about the facility, but not more than that. Not a real bot, okay. Sweden should give like 1 square kilometer of Gotland to Ukraine so they can sanction the ships of the boat. Yeah, that's interesting. I think Ukraine should join the European army. That would be the way out, I guess. Yeah, British Airways, KLM, Air France have cancelled flights in the Middle East to some certain destinations. 28 minutes ago, Iranian officials, General Mohammad Parkour, have issued a stark warning to President Donald Trump and Israel, saying its finger on the trigger. Minus one more general, what? China says it wants to be not just the world's factory, but also the world's market. Good luck with that. United States warns Iraq, ditch Iran ties or else. United States officials straight up told Iraqi big wings that in Baghdad keeps causing up economically with Iran. They will choke off their oil revenues, starving the government's wallet, and it gets tougher. If any politician sees as Iran build bodies, snag minister sports, the United States is ready to hit pause of all their ties. Why they use so strange English to explain what is happening? Reuters said about it, and Iran International. So, United States is pushing Iraq as well. Various pizzerias nearby Pentagon report above average traffic ahead of dinner hours. Can they do it this night? I mean, this attack. The United States is reportedly waiting a full pullout of its military from Syria, signaling the possible major change in Washington's posture in the region. Interesting. says Lincoln is not in a range of Iran. So far, yes. Trump angers allies with claim NATO troops stayed a little back from front lines in Afghanistan. Yeah, we see they're back. We're really behind the front lines, That's why they were really behind the front lines. That's why they have those casualties. Yeah, those people died for 9/11 thing, yeah, for retaliation strike. And Trump says that they were behind the front lines. What the fucker, this Trump? Was it your first time meeting Colin? Yeah. It was nice. It's already happening, then it's already in motion and will not be stopped. Syria is our friend. Kurds are our friend. Many friends in the Middle East from the war than I was in Air Force remain. You mean withdrawal is happening? Casualties is not measure of military effectiveness. What? Yeah, I understand that, but Trump says that those were behind the front lines, but they were fighting as Americans. So what are you saying about military effectiveness? What kind of can you measure military effectiveness or what? He managed to insult everyone. Yeah, absolutely. Even allies, even those who really died for the United States. Because coalition, like Trump also said, we didn't ask them to join. No, literally, United States activated Article 5. It was their move. If you kill lots of enemies and have few casualties, so what? If you're in attack operation, you have more casualties. If you like it or not. than defending side. But still you can be effective in attack, even with casualties. It's just a figure. It's just for especially commanders, generals, this is just a figure of the losses. Their main thing is to conduct the task. Russia conducts the task with crazy losses. Ukraine conducts the task with less losses. But it doesn't mean that Russian army is not fulfilling its task. It's fulfilling it, but very slowly. Russian economy is not able to to sustain those losses for a long time. That's it. But Russia still has advantage despite its casualties. So in a way, yeah, they do their operations. I like that Callan did in a 180 on being white nationalist. He would have been a totally different person if he stayed on that route. You know, I think he didn't do 180 fully. We were speaking with him and still he is like, oh, those immigrants, la la la, so something like that. So it's not like he is completely changed. But he's way better than before, of course. He just doesn't work with those organizations that are being sponsored by Russians. And I think he's doing a very nice job. He is a really nice guy. I don't agree with some of what he says, but yeah, it's okay. He's still a nice guy. White House again posted this shit. Did he just expose Colin Robertson? No, I think he is openly saying like that stuff. White House again posted shit about Greenland. We all make mistakes. Yeah, I was also like that. Yeah. So we are changing our, like I watched also Imania. She also was like far left, far right. Yeah. So it's normal evolution of, I think people change their minds. Penguin and Trump. Jesus Christ. White House. Yeah, I don't think that this night is gonna be something. Because first of all, air carrier is out of range. Just Israel may do it. Yeah, Israel may strike. Hi, Svein. Hope you're doing great. Colin is still very young, so he has lots of time to mature. Yeah. He is a great guy. He's a great guy. I think he has the same views as Imonea, so they're like I think you also, some of my viewers, they also follow those ideas. Well, not me personally, but some like people, they don't like those, like they don't like immigrants. That's it. I understand why, so it's okay. They, for their own cultural identity of the countries, it's very well understandable. Very well. There is a picture of Donald Trump. That's shitty news. Turkey's foreign minister says there are indications Israel may be waiting military action against Iran. At the same time, Israeli airspace has reportedly been closed. In a move, okay. Routine. It is either a routine precaution or a signal that something bigger is coming. I don't know. Something might happen, something might not happen. In his evening address, President Zelensky stated that he has instructed to implement the agreements regarding interceptor missiles, in particular PAC-3, for the Patriot system. It has been a positive signal from Trump yesterday, and accordingly now it is necessary to see them here in Ukraine. Well, positive news. At least we see some positive things about Ukrainian defense and Trump. It's nice. Netanyahu jumping the gun again. Maybe it's Netanyahu, yeah, because United States, they're out of range. This carrier, yeah. So maybe it's Israel. Can Israel do it alone? Well, it did it mostly, yeah, during the last year, yeah, in the last year. Israel did it. Trump does not know what grocery wood is and how we understand foreign policy. I hope more people become educated and aware how much harm. Yeah. You're correct. But Trump is happy. He thinks he's popular, you see? Record numbers all over the place. Should I try for a fourth term? He's not even finished with the second term. He is already aiming for the fourth one. He is like collapsing. He has bruises. He has this kind of the face. But still, should I try? I want to be a president. Forever. He's freaking crazy. I mean, really crazy. Unhinged. Yeah, how I use this term from Moist Critical. Unhinged. Can't count to three. Maybe. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, what numbers he's speaking about? Even his own numbers are low. Approval, disapproval. Yeah, disapproval are high, approval low. He wants to be king of the world. Yeah, at least of United States. Yeah, more drones are flying. Fuck. It seems like the main goal is Kiev, looks like. Almost every night there are strikes. There was the warning this afternoon that there could be some of the strikes on Kyiv once again. For me, it wouldn't be possible if I had stayed in Ukraine to do what I do here. To stream, film the videos without electricity, it's not possible. Maybe I would have moved to some sort of the small village, put Starlink there, generator, maybe just like that. Some of the solar panels or even windmill. Trump hate those. Hates. Maybe that's the only way, but I think private household is the only variant to live more or less normal in Ukraine. Ratus Maga, yeah, it's just a usual blah blah blah, like nothing new there, but I would appreciate if you watch. I'm going to finish the stream soon, so I'm just tired today. Look at that. Yeah, I saw that Pentagon Pizza Index is high. But sometimes it's low and something is happening, so it doesn't necessarily mean that something is going to happen. Sometimes it's not a factor. Something is wrong with Twitter. B 1 hour ago, B-52S lining up at Royal Air Force Fairford in the past global power munitions. What are they saying here? B-52LA tails lining up in Royal Air Force Fairford in the past global power missions are not out of the question in the coming weeks. Visionary. United States ambassador to Israel said Iran will discover what Trump sent to the region. I'm orange guy. Look at the difference, between the tone of the face and the hand. Crazy. Donny is crazy. Too much makeup, Donny. The Trump administration is set to deport dozens of Iranians. Yeah, that was shared by CNN. So, knowing the legacy media, especially those kind of, it's hard to say. Like Fox News, CNN, for me, they're not that credible. But sometimes they tell the truthful information. So we'll see. Budanov handshake. Yeah, you're right. But it's on the wrong hand. It's on the left hand. He's not shaking with that one. Collision the capture of Nicholas Maduro and Vasil and discuss anti-Putler, Trumpler. Wow, some long comment. Sorry, I cannot read it out like that. I'm sorry. I guess that firing a rifle continues to be valuable, but the next to drone flying collaboration taxes. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Maybe Israel does the first strike this time too, strike in air defense. Maybe, yeah. I suspect he got some blood cancer. Well, I'm not a doctor. I cannot say. I don't have the access to Donny. Luckily, probably. Yeah, it seems like there are not so many news. Or maybe I just tired. I'm just tired indeed. Right, guys. I guess it's enough. Tomorrow I promise you to stream earlier. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Today it's not that active, maybe because I started it quite late. But we have what we have. In the morning I will record one more video update about the situation in Ukraine, and not only, maybe we'll see what could happen in the Middle East later on. Yeah. Thank you guys. Sorry for my mood today, but thanks for joining. You're awesome. You're awesome. Ciao.